Mary Jane Watson has yet to have a good interpretation in media. It is the hill I am standing on, and it's what I'm ranting about today. Okay, to expound on my point, I mean mainstream stuff. Like, mainstream audiences do not understand that Mary Jane Watson is the strongest character in Spider-Man comics. And I mean that in terms of, like, will, or like a person, like, inner strength, okay? And I don't know, coupled with that and her personality, that I've never seen that put together in any mainstream media, honestly. Like, there's the Spider-Verse movies has a good Mary Jane, but she doesn't really get a lot of showtime. Like, you can see her a little bit. Mainly, I'm just mad that, like, the movies really never had, like, the live action never really had a good Mary Jane. Like, obviously, there's, pulled off my shelf, you know, the best Spider-Man movies. Um, but as much as I love, like, that Mary Jane, she's complex and she has some of the attributes. She's not she's not all the way there. She's not. And I just spent the past, like, 30 minutes reading through Mary Jane Watson's Wikipedia article because I wanted to do research on, like, her history and stuff. And I gotta be honest, I didn't finish it. It's so long. It's because it's everything from her first ever appearance uh, all the way to present day. I think, like, what was it, 1964? Is that right? 66. I guess it depends on which. So, 65, first appearance, where she's hidden by a plant. But then you have issue, or then you have 1966, where she makes her full debut appearance. Face a tiger, you just hit the jackpot. But obviously, I got into Spider-Man through the movies and this, that, and the other. And Mary Jane's always the primary, like, love interest for the most part, because, like, so much of Spider-Man's history, he was dating or engaged or married to Mary Jane Watson. And, like, so of course, that's the first one they go to. There's a lot of others, and there's nothing wrong with, like, starting a story. But, or even if you want to have a story that, with somebody else, it's stories, yada yada, whatever. But when you do Mary Jane Watson, she is the end all be all. She is the best love interest for Spider-Man, hands down. She matches Peter's, like the opposites and similarities, because obviously they have, like, big goals, big ambitious things that, like, have them largely in the public eye. Him as a superhero vigilante, and her as leading actress and model, and even businesswoman at times. She can do it all. Okay? Look, again, love the Sam Raimi movies. She's not a damsel in distress. I'm pretty sure there were, like, 5 or 6 times in that article where she took on a supervillain on her own. Alright? I know I've seen the images of her just shooting Green Goblin with a gun after being brought up on top of the Brooklyn Bridge. Like, It's not freaking. No, Mary Jane is a like strong person, because Peter is an absolute mess of a human being. And granted, they both have their own flaws and ways that they grow over time. It's very interesting to watch her go from a careless party girl, which is a persona she uses to cope for her bad home life, to a strong, independent figurehead in general. And so, when other interpretations try to make her better by changing up entirely who she is, it gets annoying. Like, I love the PlayStation Spider-Man games, like the Insomniac games. I love them to death. That's not Mary Jane. That is not Mary Jane. Love Laura Bailey for voicing her. Incredible work. Like, the acting is perfect. It's the character writing that just, it's not Mary Jane Watson. It's not my Mary Jane Watson. Maybe someone likes it, but it's not this. And I want this on a screen. Alright? I need Peter being an absolute horrible, like, mess of a person, never being able to be a good boyfriend, her getting reasonably mad at him, but also understanding. And that's like, that's where their relationship grew to. And then Marvel's like, actually, deal with the devil. Because frick you in particular. Everyone liked this? Everyone liked this? Yeah, frick that. Get out of here. But yeah, she doesn't need to be like an active, like, superhero. I think it takes away a lot of her impactfulness to give her a more predominant role in fighting crime the way Peter does. Like, for instance, in the Insomniac game, she's a reporter. She's helping stop Devil's Breath and this, that, and the other. Because she's a reporter, so she can, like, be on the ground and, like, this, that, and the other. And also, I just had when if she gets, like, superpowers to be more in line with Peter. The stories are fun and all, and there's nothing wrong with that inherently. But I think it takes away from the fact that she's already, like, a powerful person. Like, Peter has to find his inner strength through his superpowers. Like, that's kind of his whole story. Going from a boy to a man because of his superpowers. Like, it's more easy to define. But Mary Jane being a real person and doing that on her own is just as much, like, interesting and noble, if not more. Because she has none of that exterior strength. It is all inwardly. And so then to say, well, she's not interesting unless she's actually participating in the action, then that's just, I feel like it's degrading. I feel like it removes part of her character. And I think we need Mary Jane Watson to fix Spider-Man. Spider-Man stories have been awful in the comics recently. I've had lots of issues with the mainstream media. That's why people are loving Ultimate, which I still haven't got to read. But people are loving the new Ultimate series, the Spider-Verse movies. Why? He's with Mary Jane. Alright? If you don't understand Mary Jane, you don't understand Spider-Man. And that's my rant. Maybe I'll make a better version of this video down the line, but we need better Mary Jane to heal our soul. Heal my soul. Thank you.